So I'm at Woods Motorcycles today. I've just got out my car, I've got my helmet and everything. I'm here to ride the Speed Twin today. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so hello to everyone out there. As you can see, as the thumbnail, hang on, diversion. Great, just as I'm starting my video. As the thumbnail suggests, I am on a new 2019 Triumph Speed Twin. And boy, it is fun. So I'm going to do this review today like I've never ridden a bike before. Should I? No. Yeah? No. I'll give my honest opinion. I'm not biased. I haven't got any loyalties to Triumph or anything. I'll give my honest opinion. Why? No, why was that? Oh yeah, because there's massive roadworks in the middle of it. This bike, first off, is awesome. It's just pure awesomeness. The Speed Twin, it carries a 1200 engine. It's pretty much a Thruxton 1200 engine, but it's light as anything. It's lighter than the Thruxton, and boy, you can tell it. The response on this is amazing. I mean, I've got it in road at the moment. I'll switch it into sports in a minute when I'm on the road, on the main road, rather than here. I'll pull over and I'll actually talk about the specs. We're going to pull over. Adjust my mirrors. A bit too late to be adjusting mirrors, but there you go. What? There's actually people sunbathing on the beach today. That's just ridiculous. Now, I've heard reviews and everything about this bike. I wanted to ride it as soon as it came out. Look at that, people are outside. It's February, people. It's February. You can't be on the beach today. It is February. Look at it. It's February. Look at this day. Check this out for a day in February. It's actually really hot. I'm going to open my jacket. I'll do a full proper road review of it in a minute. But I've just stopped at the moment just to take a look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, this bike, it's got a few little added extras. It's got Vance & Hines exhaust system on the back here, which just gives it that little nicer tone. Really nice pop backs. It's got all these neat little extras just on the side here. Just to finish it off, it's these little bits here. It's still a bit warm. It's these little bits here that just finish the bike off. Everything on this bike is a high standard. I mean, you've got Brembo brakes at the front, you've got Brembos at the back as well. I mean, visually, it looks mean, it looks aggressive. It's sporting the Bonneville 1200 engine, which obviously is the same engine as the Thruxton, but on this bike, it weighs less, so you're getting more out of it. It's fun. It's really fun. It's a lot of fun. That's all I can say about it. It is fun. If you want a bike for a reasonable price, and if you want to have fun on the road, this definitely is a bike for you. The seating position is nice. I mean, I'll go into all that afterwards, but I can't really fault it at this stage. Looks wise, it looks sporty. The only thing I'd say that I don't like about it is these witch's fingers that are on the back of most bikes. These little brushed aluminium finishes, fenders, rear and front, add that little bit of something to it, gives it that more garage feel. And it's quite nice. I mean, there's even a little lip under that just to obviously strengthen it, but there's a lot of detail gone into it actually. I don't like these. I don't like these big reflectors at the side. That's one of the things I would take off if I could do. The dials on this are beautiful. I mean, there's a lot to go into. You've got different modes. There's lots of different information to go through. This bike, at the moment, this bike has only got 240 miles on it, so I can't rev it beyond 4,000 revs. So I'm not going to go too much into detail on that, but what I am going to do now is get on the road. Check out that noise. Those little pops at the end just make it. Holy moly. Okay, the brakes are good on that. That car just decided suddenly to stop there. The brakes on this are brilliant. So we've got it in road mode at the moment. It's still pretty responsive. The one issue I've got, which is the same as a lot of electric throttles, is that sometimes it's not that responsive. It's not like your old-fashioned carbs, basically. It feels light. That's my only issue. And this is in road mode at the moment. I'm yet to try it in sports mode. Sports mode, I'm assuming would be a lot more responsive, but it just feels quite flimsy. Let's put it into sports mode in a minute and see if it's the same feeling. But that's my initial thought with it. So comfort-wise, it is really comfy. The seating position is comfy. Everything about it is comfy. The bike feels small, but that's not a bad thing. I'd say that's a positive. I am a 6'3" bloke. Obviously, if you compare it to the CX500, which is a bike that I ride frequently, it's bigger than that. 6'5" is small, but still, this feels like a small bike to me. But it feels manageable, and because of it feeling small, it feels like I can throw it into any corner. It makes me, it gives me that confidence. The size of it gives me that confidence. Having said that, the rest of the seating position, where I am sitting at the moment, where the bars are and everything, actually feels really natural. It feels comfortable. I'm not straining myself. I'm not in any discomfort. It doesn't feel unnatural. It feels like a natural riding position. I can see that seat would eventually become a bit hard. The foam in it is probably a bit harder than what I'd like it to be. I mean, I am sat, my private bits aren't touching the tank. I'm sat a fair distance away from the tank, and my arms, they're a comfortable distance. I'm not stretching them, I'm not bunched up. It's nice. I'd say this is perfect. If the bars were any lower down, I don't think it would be as enjoyable as what it is at the moment. See that? It's just... Okay, let's put it into sports mode. Let's see if that reaction is there. It takes a bit of time, I think, to go into sports mode. Okay, oh, yeah, that's okay, that's made a heck of a difference. Yes, that is much better. Okay, so that was the issue. The road mode just wasn't responsive enough. That is what I like it to be. Okay, so sports mode is good. Feels like a proper throttle now. There's no lag in it. and it's there if I want to change it down. It's there straight away. Brilliant. There we go, I've put it back into road now and it just isn't as responsive as what it should be. But we know that's an easy fix. So the foot peg position is nice. Again, I've got no issues with that. My legs are hugging the tank. It feels, again, I use that word natural, it just feels like it's supposed to be there. You know, I could let go of the bars quite easily and my legs still keep me into place. I can get to the gears, I can get to the brake, no problem at all. I'd say that's really well thought out. The instrument panel, yeah, there's a lot going on there. I mean, there's a lot to take in. You've got different informations, you've got different panels. The mode button is probably the most important one that you're going to use. You know what, now that I've actually had it in sports before, the road one does feel a bit sluggish. I'm not going to go into figures. People can read up torque figures, horsepower figures. People can read that up on the website. Experiencing this is phenomenal. It is a lot of fun. And going back to that size thing again, it feels solid to the road. It feels like I can throw it into any corner and it would stick. This is one of the best bikes I've ridden in a long time. The sound of that twin engine again is beautiful. So I suffer a lot with long journeys on a bike with backache. I mean, that's a mixture of my height and the riding position of a lot of bikes. I wouldn't ever see me suffering from that at all. I don't think that would ever be an issue. Go on, let's put this into sports mode now. Holy moly. Okay, that wasn't even anywhere near open throttle. Oh my god. This bike would get me into a lot of trouble. If it wasn't a demo bike, if it was my own bike, this would get me into a lot of trouble. The power is there, the power is just instant. Sports mode, hands down, you've got sports mode down to a T. I'm in fourth gear at the moment and it pulls, and you've got that torque and that power straight behind you. Holy moly. If I could hand my money over to Triumph right now, I would. If I had money to spare, that is. I don't have money to spare. But Triumph have got so many things right with this bike. I did want to originally take the Scrambler, the XC, out today. But the people at Woods Motorcycles said, oh hey, you know, the Speed Twin's been out, why don't you give that a go? I am so glad I did. The brakes on this are amazing as well. If you want to stop, it's just there, instant. I know I shouldn't stop like that in front of a car, but no fear with it at all. It doesn't feel like it's gonna flinch or anything, it's just rooted to the ground. Oh, Triumph, you've done well here. I'm trying to think of negatives to this bike. Apart from the visual aesthetics that I pointed out, so the witch's tail at the back, which obviously holds the number plate and things, I don't think they're needed. I think there are cleverer ways of putting number plates into bikes these days, but that's just a general thing with any kind of bikes. I can't think of any negatives really. The seat comfort could be a tad softer. Okay, I'm getting a bit of a numb butt now. Could just be a little bit, you know, just, you know, even an extra layer of sponge on would do something. So I hope that's been kind of useful to a few people interested in the Speed Twin. As a lot of you know, bike reviews isn't really the nature of this channel. But I think it's nice just to take different bikes out. You get so kind of blinkered in what you do and what you build, that sometimes it is nice just to take new bikes out and just see the difference between new technology and old technology. So that is it from me. If you like what you see, subscribe. I'm hopefully going to take the Scrambler XC out next week. Not the XE. The XE is a bit of a horse. I think that's fine for off-road, but for street riding I don't think it's the best. But we'll see how it compares up to this.